What's going on, everyone? I'm back. It is Jacob, your favorite American friend. Today we're checking out Cockney rhyming slang. Now, I've heard this term quite a bit from comments from you guys, descriptions and videos. In some of the videos that I've checked out, Cockney. And it's usually used in like a term of he's a true Cockney or a real Cockney, and I don't have any idea what that means. So this is going to give me a little bit of insight into Cockney rhyming slang, and hopefully I won't be so lost anymore on it. Appreciate you guys stopping in, hit that like button, and let's dive in.
Hello YouTube artificial intelligence bots. Please don't demonetize me. This video has nothing to do with Brexit, and there's absolutely nothing offensive about the word Cockney. Today I want to examine a unique and extremely creative form of English slang called Cockney rhyming slang. Cockneys are traditionally defined as people living within earshot of the Bow Bells of the St. Marie-le-Bow Church in the East End of London.
Within earshot of the Bow Bells? Does that just mean like close to it? Like in the neighborhood, in the area?
The term Cockney has come to refer to working class Londoners in various parts of the city and surrounding areas. Cockney rhyming slang was first mentioned in a book published in 1859 and had probably begun to be used in the 1840s. So what the heck is it? Okay, I'll give you the most basic and cliché example of Cockney rhyming slang.
I went up the apple and pears.
The phrase apples and pears is a substitute for the word stairs. So you take a word that rhymes with the original word and then use it to create a pair of related words. That pair of words now represents the original word.
That's wild. Is this how y'all talk? The true Cockneys? Is this how you guys talk? I went up the apples and pears. I went up the stairs. Why two words? Why don't you just replace it with one word? All right, we're getting off topic here. That's so interesting.
Case, stairs. Here's the most interesting part. The second word of the pair, the one that rhymes with the original word, is usually left out. As in, I went up the apples. But how are you supposed to know what it means? Well, originally this kind of slang was not meant to be understood by everybody. It was created by street merchants and criminals in order to prevent other people from understanding what they were talking about. But it soon became a colorful form of expression rather than just covert communication. Let's look at some more classic examples. We'll start with the word house. A rhyming word is mouse. A complementary word is cat. So cat and mouse means house.
I went inside the cat and mouse and up the apple and pears.
It's theoretically possible to shorten both of the rhymes and say the sentence,
I went inside the cat and up the apples.
That's fucking crazy. I went inside the cat and up the apples. Sounds a little like messed up. You went inside the cat? Hey, I'm not throwing no shade on it. It's actually really cool. It's almost like Pig Latin or like Germish. What's it called? Yeah, I guess just Pig Latin. It's kind of like just making up. Oh no, Pig Latin's like actually just reversing the same words. I went inside the cat and up the apples. I went inside the cat and mouse and up the apples and pears. I see why you kind of like shorten it down. But why wouldn't you use the word that rhymes with house? Like I went inside the mouse and up the pears. Feels like that would make more sense, but I'm not here. I don't make the rules,
But it would probably be said the long way in order to be less confusing. Here's another example using an animal word. The original word is phone. Phone rhymes with bone. What animals are normally associated with bones? Dogs, of course. So dog and bone means phone. So there's this sentence.
Pass us the dog.
Meaning pass me the phone. In Cockney speech, sometimes
so
the
crazy.
plural pronoun us can be used with the singular meaning instead of me. Here's one more sort of household object, freezer. A rhyming pair is Mona Lisa. Notice here that in my North American accent, Lisa...
Wait, Mona Lisa, freezer? Those don't really... Am I crazy here? I don't feel like those rhyme that well. Maybe with the heavy accents that you guys have, that probably explains it.
And freezer don't rhyme. But the Cockney dialect and most dialects of England are non-rhotic, meaning that the R consonants are only pronounced before vowels. Freezer in North American English is Frieza in Cockney English, and Lisa rhymes with Frieza.
I got some hands and feet from the Mona.
This sentence seems a bit strange. You've got hands and feet in your freezer? Well, no, actually, that's another piece of rhyming slang, meaning meat. But speaking of hands and feet, here we have a pair of Germans.
Crazy.
German what exactly? German bands, and bands rhymes with hands. German bands refers to traveling musicians from Germany who used to perform in British cities in the 19th century. Another one. Here we have a pair of plates. Plates of what? Plates of meat, which of course rhymes with feet. And here's your loaf. Loaf of bread, of course. Bread rhymes with head.
Bread.
And here's your boat, short for boat race. Race rhymes with face. And here are your...
I can't with this. This is so wild. Humans are the most fascinating creatures on planet Earth. We just like make up these languages. It's crazy because it's English, but it's like you got to have the inside scoop on it to be able to understand it. How many words do they do? I don't know if he's going to tell us, but I wonder how many words are used with the Cockneys. Do you guys call the Cockney language anything? Is it just speaking Cockney?
Minces, mince pies, which rhymes with eyes. And this one can be heard all the time. And here's your north and south. In other words, your mouth. There are often a number of different rhymes with the same meaning. Here we have bottle of beers, or King Lears, or lords
King
and
Lears.
peers. Of course, these all rhyme with ears. So we could refer to your ears as your bottles, or your kings, or your lords. There are lots of Cockney rhymes that include cultural or literary references.
There's a cup and Geoffrey on the table.
Geoffrey comes from Geoffrey Chaucer, and Chaucer rhymes with saucer. Geoffrey Chaucer is called the father of English literature, and is the author of the Canterbury Tales.
Let me boil some water in the Hansel.
Hansel comes from Hansel and Gretel, which is more like Hansel and Gretel in Cockney pronunciation, and Gretel rhymes with kettle. Hansel and Gretel is a German nursery rhyme published by the Brothers Grimm in 1812. So here we should note that the T in water, as well as the T in Gretel, is generally pronounced as a glottal stop in Cockney English. So while in some British accents it would be water, in Cockney it's water, and rather than Gretel, it's Gretel. And we heard the same thing before in the word bottle, which is pronounced bottle. Other rhymes reference celebrities.
I feel like I could do an English accent pretty well if I spent a little bit of time on it. I feel like I already do it okay. I'm not going to attempt it right now because I don't want to embarrass myself, but I feel like if I spent some time on it. Now, learning Cockney, that's a whole nother... I don't know anything about Cock.
And influential people.
Tell me the babe.
Babe comes from Babe Ruth, the legendary American baseball player. Ruth rhymes with truth, so this means tell me the truth.
Let's go for a couple of Britneys.
Britney comes from Britney Spears, the American pop singer.
No way.
Spears rhymes with beers, so this means let's go for a couple of beers. From that last one, you can see that new Cockney rhyming slang is being created all the time. There are classic rhymes, and there are modern rhymes, but whether these modern rhymes are legitimate Cockney rhyming slang or not is up for debate. Some of them are widely considered mockney rather than Cockney. Mock meaning imitation or fake. Cockney rhyming slang is not only used by genuine Cockneys these days. It has found its way into the speech of people all over the UK and even further afield. And some people imitate a Cockney accent and throw in Cockney rhyming slang even though they're not from London and not working class. If we take a look at Britney Spears on cockneyrhymingslang.co.uk, we see that opinions are divided over whether this one is classic, modern, or mockney. I would think that this one should be modern or mockney, since a classic would be something like apples and pears that has been used for decades. I guess if you like the rhyme, you'd probably classify it as modern. If you don't like it and think it's corny and inauthentic, you'd probably say it's mockney. So what do I think? Is it modern or mockney? Well, I ain't British, so I ain't got a Scooby.
All right, hold on. Let's see what Scooby means.
Scooby-Doo. Clue. Ain't is
I ain't
a
got a
negative
clue.
copula and auxiliary verb that originated in Cockney English. Ain't got means haven't got or don't have.
Yeah, we use ain't a lot here in the States. All right, I'm going to cut it off right there. If you guys want to see the rest of the video, I'll leave a link down in the description below. I'm going to check it out right now as soon as I turn the camera off. But appreciate you guys stopping in, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.